Hello, hello. Hold on. I was trying to figure out what all the noises are around here. Well, hello and happy to Moongazing Monday with Ava. That is me. And the channel is Aegis Paranormal. And thank you so much for being here. I've got a dog with a squeaky toy. That would be Mojo. I see some ones, so we're looking good. He's going to town with that squeaky toy. It is 41 degrees, everybody. 41 degrees. Spring is going to decide to stay one of these days, but it wasn't today. 41 degrees. What's our low going to be today? Our low is going to be 27 degrees tonight. So we're under a freeze warning, a frost warning, advisory. And then the rest of the week, our lows are in the 40s. And it's going to be like that for the next 2 weeks. Highs in the 70s and 60s next week. So spring's going to happen. You just got to be patient when you live in this neck of Missouri. You just got to be patient. It'll stay when it's ready. I see Floss. Hello, Floss. Thanks for being here. Alan Schaefer. Hello. And Lily T. Thank you, Alan, for being here. Thank you, Lily, for being here. Lily's got her emojis lined up. I have not done that yet. I'll have to do it once the videos start. The moon videos. Lily says it's cold, wet, and rainy here, darn it. It's supposed to rain. I don't know if it's tomorrow or the next day. I don't remember what it said. Yep, weather cannot make up its mind. It will eventually. People are already planting their gardens. They've got their plants out, their vegetables planted. I do not yet, but I will be working on that just as quickly as I can. And the flower beds. And crossing my fingers, right? Crossing my fingers. Well, I hope everyone is doing well. It's almost bedtime here. It's 9 p.m. Central Time here for me. And I am tired. I am ready for bed. And it won't be long. It will not be long. But in the meantime, we're here to watch some moon videos. So my eyes are just itching like crazy. Oh, my pet shirt was so dang cute. It was Stevie playing fetch. And I've got a longer one too that I'll post here sometime. He is fun to watch. He is fun to watch. Yeah, no kidding. Mother Nature is off her meds. It seems like it, doesn't it? It certainly does. All right. Well, let's get over here. We are ready for this one right here. Let's get started. Here we go. The supermoon. videos there. Forgot I had that one on there. So I hope you're having fun. I always have fun here at this live. I love the moon and looking at the moon, and it just brings me joy. It brings me joy. Let's see what's going over here. Lily is ready for our warm weather to come anytime soon now. Me too. Me too. There's our moon emojis. Moon emojis are one of my favorites. Love this. There's Service Venator. Hello. We did get your package. I have not done anything with it yet. And I need to know, do you need it back? Because I saw it had other things on there. I'll happily send that back to you. And I am going to load that. So thank you so much for that. So just let me know, do you need it back? I'll happily send it back to you so you have your other things back. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hi. Oh, that is true, Lily, because some of those things, like the fire season, and it depends on getting enough snow, getting enough rain, right? And it isn't just enough rain, it's enough snow in the wintertime. How many inches of snow we get helps go into that determination of what fire season's going to be like. And I really don't remember having to be conscious of a fire season here in Missouri until maybe the last 5 years. Maybe I just never lived anywhere where it was an issue in Missouri, but just the last 4 or 5 years. Now, I know we've had times where we had burn bans, but as far as fires getting out of control, we had a wildfire here last month, not too far from us on 79 highway. And so I'm very mindful of that as well. We got what I considered to be a lot of snow, but it's like we got it all at once, and then we get a whole bunch more, and that would melt, and we get a whole bunch more, right? So it wasn't like snowing all winter long, but when we got it, we got it. So I also am hopeful we don't have a bad fire season, which would mean we got enough snow and rain, especially where you all are in Oregon, right? There we go. More moon emojis. That's me in the chat saying hi to Jonathan, who is Service Venator. All right. Woohoo! Oh, yeah. I am enjoying that. Was that you, Doug? Okay. There's Christina with the Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Hello. Thanks for being here. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Okay, so whatever was on there was supposed to be deleted. So, okay. Then I will not send it back. And thank you so much. What he did, he was at our Tuesday night live, and he saved, he requested a song. And it was one I knew, but Doug had not played. So I played it by myself. And he made a video clip of that. He even edited it. And so I'm going to be posting that on Doug and Ava's place. Hopefully tomorrow. And thank you so much for that, Jonathan. That was very, very nice. And he sent me, he knew it as another name, but it's the same tune. And a lot of these older tunes, or the Celtic tunes, or the old time tunes, there will be several songs to the same tune, meaning lyrics, a different name, song name and lyrics over here, and it's the same tune. I can play it verbatim, and it'll be another song title and different lyrics over here. And some of them have like 3 or 4 or 5 the same tune, but different songs and different words to the songs, right? So that is awesome. All right. We'll do. Lily says we lost way too much of the forest a few years ago when 3 fires met each other. Oh my gosh, Lily, I remember that. The videos people were showing literally brought me to tears. Oh no, this phone keeps eating my emojis. Floss, feed your phone more often and it won't be eating your emojis. Oh, nice. Nice. I don't know that one. Is it in our book? I need to pick up that book. I need to go through the book. Oh, Alan says, come on. Where's our video? I'll get it right now. Right now. Let's see. We're ready for this one. Here we go. Oh, this is some of the eclipse. All right, let me get myself back on the screen here. Hello. Hello. Let's see here. We were right here. Service Venator says he is learning the moon and the seven stars, and I looked that up, and I find a jig called the Moon and the Seven Stars. And I'm looking at that music right now. So is the one you're playing, is that a jig? We got moon emojis. Oh, and Lily says where those three fires met, that was just a few miles from my home, but was in my small town of Estacada. All right. I think I see it there. Service Venator says, I missed the eclipse. I'd planned on watching it, but I think I fell asleep. So I stayed up and we went down to the riverfront and we were filming down there. And then all of a sudden, I just felt like we needed to leave. It was about 2 a.m. And I told Doug, we should be in the truck right now. So we've learned to trust our gut when we're in any situation. We've learned to trust our gut. And my gut said, get in the truck now. You should already be in the truck, actually, is what my gut said. So we just grabbed our stuff. We put it in the front cab of the truck and got in and locked the doors. And we went ahead and went home. So I finished filming here at the house. And I stayed up as long as I could. As long as I could. And it was interesting, and it was worth the watch. Woohoo! Floss slept through it too. Got our moon emojis going on. Yeah, see, Alan's got that spooky emojis for that spooky music, right? It was kind of spooky. What do you call a Smurf with his pants down a blue moon? Oh my goodness. Right. Okay, so it is a jig, and the one I see goes like this. I'm sight reading here. Come on now. Okay, so the one I see goes like this. Oops. Is that it? Is that the same one? That's a great tune. I'll add that to my list because I like that one. Let's see here. We got, whoops, hold on now. We've got emojis. What am I? Oh, I'm not on StreamYard. That's why nothing's working. There we go. We got emojis from Alan. Need to get that duck thing. Drawn a blank, but I can certainly help you how to play your mandolin. Makes me want to dance. Jigs are fun to play. They're fun to listen to, and they are fun to dance to. D A A G F G B C D E F G. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Absolutely. Yeah. Woohoo! We found it. Oh, StreamYard. StreamYard. That's their logo, is the duck. I gotcha. I got it. It took me a minute. I'm a little slow, but I get it. Because, let's see. Let's see. Where do I have that choice? I thought I had one. I had a choice. Oh, it's over here. This. That thing. That thing right there. Yeah, that's StreamYard. Yes, so get StreamYard. They just did a thing not too long ago. I do not even know if they still have a free version. You'd have to check into that. They used to have a free version, and if not, I can send you my link. We call that in the basement, where we're there, we can see each other, we can talk, but we're not live, so it is private. Nobody else can see us. I can do that for you if I send you my link to join me when I'm there. So all we'd really need to do is set up a time to do that. Yeah. All right, let me get that off of there. So used to, when everybody was using the free version, that little logo was non-negotiable. If you were on the free version, that was up there. But when you had the paid version, you could turn it off if you wanted to. Yeah. StreamYard. StreamYard. I have Zoom, but I haven't used it in so long. I used to use it for all of my business meetings and things. I would have to look up my login credentials and everything again, I think. Yep, StreamYard. We got it. We figured it out. All right, back to moongazing. Here we go. For anyone not familiar with our other channels, let me just take a moment to say this. Anybody who's watching but not in the live chat, or maybe you're going to watch the replay later, we have 5 channels. So we have Ava Potterfield and Friends, which is our main channel, and it's the one where Doug films at the farm. And so there's lots of tractors and Model A's and such as that. And then we have this channel, of course, where I do Monday moongazing, and we do paranormal activities. I don't have a lot of those posted as of yet, but I will be posting them on this channel. We have a channel called Doug and Ava's Place, which is our music channel. So we do a music live on Friday nights on Ava Potterfield and Friends, and we do a music live on Tuesday nights on Doug and Ava's Place. But that's where besides our lives, that's where our music videos go, and it's only music there. And we have Ava's Meditations and Relaxation channel, where I do all of my nature filming. And I just started an art channel, and I'm getting ready in May to start filming for that channel, and drawing and doing some fun things, as well as some challenging things for me. I'm not a great artist, but I have fun doing art. So that's what it's about, and it relaxes me. So when we're talking about this other stuff, and then you're going, what? That's what's going on. All right, let's see what's next. We are ready for some more moon videos, and that is 28. So let's get over there. Check it out. Here we go. in StreamYard, it went off my phone, but this is on the computer. I was doing my emojis over there. Let's see. Doug turned my computer. He was taking care of something. Well, I went to the girls' room. He ran my live for me, so thank you, Doug. Let's see. Try and figure out where I was in my chat. All right. There we are. Right there. All right. We got emojis with Alan. Woo! Aw, thank you, Lily. That is so sweet. My favorite channels are all Ava and Doug's channels. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, knitting me a hunting vest on the Arts channel. Okay, that would actually be crafting hour on Saturday on Ava Potterfield and Friends, where we crochet. But hey, crochet is art. Creating things is art. So it would work for any channel. In her spare time, Ava tries to sleep. Hey, I took a 3.5 hour nap. That's why I'm so energetic right now. At about 2:30, I was like, I fell asleep sitting here at my desk trying to do some stuff. I'm like, I'm just going to go lay down. This is crazy. And what I thought would be an hour nap turned into 3.5 hours. But hey, I needed it, right? Woohoo! Oh yeah. Here we go. Oh, Service Venator. I do know how to say Service Venator sent an email with that sheet music on it. Awesome. Oh no. Found an email where they age restricted one of my 5-year-old videos. Yeah, they've yeah. So on my meditations channel, I ran into some issues over there. I can't talk about it yet, but I ran into some issues over there and some things I had to do and some consequences, and yeah. It's all good. Let's see here. We got emojis here. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Oh no. Did you hear about the new restaurant on the moon? It's a great place, just no atmosphere. Floss says hi, Doug.
Hello.
He said hello. He's like in a recliner. Well, there's his feet. If you can see, I can't twist like that. But if you look right here, I can get it with my thumb. I'm tickling your feet, honey. It's harder than you think. Oh my goodness. Well, we've got time for one more, maybe two more. Let's go see what we got over there. This time I'm going to put this in the comments because I keep forgetting to do that tonight. All right. So we are at 32, which is this one right here. No, wait. Yes, 32. yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I was muted or not. If you heard me laughing, I just read that last joke from Service Finator. What do you call a bug on the moon? A lunatic. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, Doug. Service Finator says, "Hi, Doug." Oh, we got emojis here. Oh, Service Finator watched your sunset tractor video today. Wasn't that great photography? Doug did that video, those pictures, and he really has an artful eye in photography. I was very proud of him. It turned out great. All I did was edit it together. So that was all Doug. Ooh, we got emojis going on. And I see that my friend Scully Pop is live. So I have pinned his link to the top of the chat if anybody wants to go over there. What he does is he does graphics, and then he writes a story. He's a storyteller, and there are graphics to go along with his story, and he reads the story to us live. We see the graphics that go along with the story as he's telling us the story, and I just think it's awesome. So I'll be over there as Ava Potterfield and Friends, and you're welcome to join us over there. All right. Well, let's I have an itch, y'all. Itchy, itchy, itchy. All right, there we go. It's all fixed now. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. And you can see the smile on my face. It's real, y'all. We're the real deal here. If I'm smiling, it's because I'm happy. If I'm not smiling, it's because I'm exhausted or I don't feel well. But all these emojis just bring a smile to my face every single time. So thank you for doing that and for being so fun. Thank you, everyone who'll be watching the replay. If you can, leave us a comment so I know you were here. It's always fun to know who's been watching your videos. And I hope that you have a good rest of the week. And as always, y'all, as always, if you are struggling, and I am right now, if you are struggling too, just know that we can do hard things when we have to, and we can get through. I can, and you can. So let's do it together. Never give up. Never give up. Love y'all. Have a wonderful evening.